Alright, so to get started, I already went ahead and primed my eyelid using some concealer, and then I just set it using some translucent powder. So now I'm going to be going in with the chocolate bar palette, and first I'm going to go in with the color Salted Caramel. I'm just going to start first by placing it on the outer V of my eye, and then I'm just going to start diffusing it into my crease with a really light hand so it could give me a really soft blended look. Once I have that nice and blended into my crease, I'm going to be going in with the Morphe M433. I'm going to go in with the color Milk Chocolate. So the same, I'm going to start placing it down. I'm going to bring my brush this way and then start blending it into the crease a little bit. To blend it out even more, I'm going back in with that fluffy blending brush. As I'm going in with darker colors, I am going in with smaller brushes. Now I'm going to be going in with the Morphe 507 and the color Semi Sweet. The smokiness of this look is on the outer V part of the eye. So I'm just placing the color down first with this really small blending brush, and then I'm just going to start giving that a really soft blend. I'm going in really lightly, like I'm not like super harsh. I'm really just like super light blend. I'm going to go in with the Morphe 5333 again and just blend that all out. And then just blend until it looks really blended and seamless. Alright, with that same small blending brush with the 507, I'm going to be going in with the Triple Fudge shade, which is the darkest shade in the palette. And I'm going to keep that lower than I kept the other shade right on the outer V as well. And then going in with that medium fluffy brush, I'm just going to blend everything out. Again, a really soft blend with a really soft hand. Once I have that done, I'm going to go in with some concealer and a concealer brush. I'm using here my Wet n Wild concealer brush. And I'm going to carve out pretty much where my crease is at. And then I'm just going to blend out the concealer a little bit right here as we get to the darker color. Now I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced glitter glue, and the glitter I'm going to be using today is one that I bought at Sally's, and it's in the color Silver Linings. And I'm also going to be using the NYX glitter liner and a crystal. So I'm going to go in with the glitter glue and I'm going to just start patting it down on my lid. And there's a little glitter on my brush from when I did my other eye. So I'm going to work by little sections first. So I'm going to set down glitter glue and then go in with glitter, set down glitter glue and go in with glitter. Alright, so once you start getting closer to the dark color, that's when we're going to go in with the NYX glitter liner, because the glitter in the NYX glitter liner is really like small, so it makes it look as like it's blended. So just like that, as you can tell, it goes from like really thick glitter to thin glitter. So you want to make sure to let the glitter dry completely before you go in with more eyeshadows, or you'll get a big old mess. Now that that glitter is dry, we're going to go in with Hot Fudge again. and really pack it onto the outer V to darken it up and then just help blend it in towards the glitter. So I was having a little trouble with my wing liner today, so I had to finish it off camera. So now I'm going to go ahead and apply a pair of lashes, and the lashes I'm applying are the Kiss Lashes in Flirty. I just got 2 pairs of them and stacked them on top of each other to make a really dramatic lash. Moving on to the face, I went ahead and moisturized my skin before I started with my eyes, so it's really hydrated and moisturized. But I am going to go in with the MAC Fix Plus Prep and Prime just as a primer for my foundation. For foundations today, I'm going to be going in with the Nars Luminous Weightless Foundation and the Milani Conceal Perfect Foundation. I'm going to be mixing the two to get my perfect color. And then the other reason why I'm using both of these foundations is because neither of them have SPF. SPF causes flashback in pictures, so if you don't want that white cast on your face, make sure that the foundation that you're picking has no SPF in it. So I'm going to go in and dot the foundation onto my face. Then I'm going to go in with my beauty blender and blend the foundation all out. I like using a beauty blender because I feel like it gives you that airbrushed finish, and it just doesn't give you any streaks, and it looks really, really beautiful. And I'm going to be doing bouncing motions on my face to blend the foundation in. Alright, so once I got that on, you could go in with your favorite concealer or a full coverage concealer. I like that really full coverage and concealed look, especially for something like a ball or prom or anything like that. So a good drugstore concealer is a Maybelline Master Conceal. I'm going to be going in with this and concealing and highlighting under my eyes, my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin. Covering the little pimples I have right here because I'm breaking out. I'm just going to go ahead and blend it in with my beauty blender. To set that, I'm going to go in with the RCMA powder, and first I'm going to dust it on with the brush like this. And then I'm going to dip my damp beauty blender into the actual powder, and I'm going to just bake a little for about a minute. I'm not going to bake for too long. Alright, so once it's been on for like about a minute, I don't like leaving it too much because I have pretty dry skin. I'm just going to go ahead and wipe it away. And then whatever I do have left on the brush, I could just gently like set some areas where I had concealer. But I'm not like fully, you know, baking them or anything like that. And then you want to take your time dusting the powder away so you don't have that white cast of powder. I'm back into the chocolate bar palette. I'm going to be going in with Salted Caramel. And first blending that out on the lower lash line. Then I'm going to be taking this flat type of brush, and I'm going to be going in with Semi-Sweet and a little bit of Triple Fudge, and I'm going to be putting that really close to my lower lash line. And just blend it all together. So I'm going to be bringing this Catrice eyeliner into my waterline. I cannot do my bottom lashes without going out of focus, so I just went ahead and did them off camera. To highlight the inner corner of my eye, I'm going in with the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk, and I'm going to first place that down to really brighten up the inner corner of the eye. Then I'm going to be going in with this color, which is Champagne Truffle, and even with my pinky as well, I'm just going to tap it gently to set that. To contour, I went ahead and used the Kat Von D Shine and Light palette, and I'm going to be going in with the Taupey shade right here to slightly contour my cheekbones. And I'm not going to be going super hard with the contour today. I'm going to do a pretty light contour. So I'm going to start from the top of my ears going towards my mouth, but I'm going to stop at the end of my eye. So with a really light hand, using my Wet n Wild brush, I'm going to go ahead and start and applying a little bit of that contour shade. And I'm just doing like sweeping upward motions. Once I have that down, I'm just going to go ahead and blend it upwards a little bit. You don't want to blend it too much because you know you do want it to be visible like a little shadow. And then I'm going to start blending it up a little bit towards my temples and my forehead. Now that I'm done with contouring, I'm going to go ahead and bronze up my face a little bit just to give me a little bit of warmth and just some color. I'm still looking a little pale, so I'm going in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer and this Real Techniques multitasking brush, and I'm going to bronze up my cheeks, forehead, and my temples. So I'm going to take the 2 highlighting shades from the Shade and Light palette on my little tapered highlighting brush, and I'm just going to clean up my contour using that. So I could still have that chiseled look, but I don't have to worry about possibly getting like that horrible flashback. For blush, I'm using the Sweethearts blush by Too Faced, and I'm mainly using the rosy and the champagne color at the top. And I'm going to dust that over my cheeks to give me that pretty rosy glowy look. But if you want to look really nice and elegant, then you just want to add a subtle highlight. You don't want it to be too dramatic because then it's going to look really unnatural. If you do more of a light highlight, it's going to look really natural and glowy rather than a whole streak of highlight. So I'm going to be using the Laura Geller Gilded Honey, which is an awesome highlight for that really natural look. I'm just going to apply that to the highest points of my cheeks. For lips, that day I was wearing the NYX Liquid Suede lipstick in the color Soft Spoken, so it's the one that I'm going to apply, and I'm going to apply it right over my tinted chapstick. I did keep my lips more on the matte side that day, but I'm not really going to the ball today, so I just went ahead and applied lip gloss because it's just more comfortable for me. So now we're going to go ahead and move on to the hair. Here I'm starting with 2-day-old hair, which is really good because if your hair is a little bit more dirty, it's going to take the curls a lot nicer. So I'm just going to go ahead and start curling my hair with the 1-inch curler. And I'm not being super neat on how I'm curling my hair. I'm really just curling it because it's going to be an updo, but you do need the hair to, you know, to be curled. Once I get to curling the top, I want to make sure I part it on whatever side I'm going to want the bun to be. And I had it on this side, so I'm going to go ahead and part it on this side, just because I like leaving this side open. I already know that I want this much to be my bangs. Depends how much bangs you like. I don't want too much, I just want like a little flare in the front. And then I'm going to separate this piece right here, about this much, for a braid. So I'm going to go ahead and clip that. I'm going to clip these together. So pretty much any hair after this, I can just brush it back and tease it. So the way that teasing works, you want to pick how much you are going to tease first. So I want to tease it like this pretty much, but you're not going to start at the top. So what you're going to do is you want to start in the very last layer, and I'm going to hairspray my hair, and you want to use a teasing brush, and the way that you tease is you brush the hairs down like this while holding them up with your other hand, and you just tease it. You see, it starts giving it volume. Then you're going to do the same thing to the next layer. You want to apply hairspray. And I know I really need to touch up my roots. And then you're just going to tease it down. As we're getting to the layers at the top, you really don't want your tease to show. So we're only going to be teasing the back and not the front to help hide the tease. So I hairsprayed only the back. And I'm not going to be teasing it as much, just a really light tease so that it could stick to the other tease hair. And then you want to brush it back like this. Alright, once we're on the last layer, you want to do the same thing. You only want to tease the back because, like I said, you don't want your tease to be showing when you have your hair up. Just Just let it fall down. Now what you're gonna do is you want to separate a little piece of hair right here to fall down on the side of your ear. You're gonna need a little elastic to hold the hair up. So just a little elastic like this. It can match your hair or it could be a clear one. Preferably a clear one just so you can't see it. So you want to do a little ponytail right here on the side. You could pull out the tease. It's not really meant to see the volume from the top, it's more from when you see the hair from the side where you can see the volume. So as you see, I have this little hair that's just trying to get out. The same thing happened to me that day, so I just let it be a little curled and I put a bobby pin. So the next thing to do is the braid. This is what I want to be the braid, and it's going to be a fishtail braid. So pretty much what you want to do, you want to start with 2 pieces. The way you do a fishtail braid is you're going to bring a piece from the very back of one side and bring it over to the other side. Then you're going to bring another piece like this and bring it over to the other side. So that's pretty much all a fishtail braid is. You're just bringing the hair all the way at the back and bringing it over to the other side. But this is going to be like an attached one. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be grabbing hair that's loose and adding it to the last one. And the same thing on this side, hair that's loose and adding it to this side. And you could do the braid pretty tight right now, and then we're going to go in and make it like really, really loose. Alright, so using another elastic, I'm going to go ahead and tie that braid, but really low, so it gives me space to make it really loose and really messy. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to start tugging on the braid. It makes the braid look really, really pretty, messy, but really cute. Just any hairs that look crazy, you can just go ahead and pin them down. This is a really cute look too, like if you just want to have like the braid with your bangs like this is really cute. But we're going to go ahead and make the bun really messy and really pretty. So it's actually quite simple, and the way I did it was I just started grabbing hair up like this and pinning it to the ponytail. And I started going in both directions to make it pretty even and round. So again, I'm just pinning them back, and I'm leaving like a little bit of the curl to fall down. I really like when some of the pieces like hang down because it just helps add to that messy bun look. It came out a little different than what I had it that day, but like I said, I was just eyeballing it, so that's probably it, but this is pretty much all I did. But then you could just hairspray it. If some pieces do fall out throughout the night, I think it really just adds to like that whole messy bun look. So I mean, I wouldn't really be too worried. This is definitely more of a messy bun type of look. This is a little closer look. So this is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and you guys learned something new. If you did like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!